Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another match, and today I'm going to jump into the Korean ladder once again for another Korean pros matchup. I recognize both of these players, though one of them I only watched one match of him before, and well, the other one is already well known from the community, already played on the GSL. Still hoping for a nice matchup here though, and we're gonna have here this Blue Zerg. That Korean name translated to English means BoompaPrime, and BoompaPrime, well, he is one of the B teamers on Team Prime. He is still not very well recognized, but still he has some really nice stats on the ladder. I mean, Masters League, 3,800 points, he's the 55th on his region, he's on top 200 in the whole world, so pretty respectable and impressive results there by BoompaPrime. But I mean, he needs to evolve. I think he's just still on a learning process, trying to learn and take the maximum of information out of the top players from Team Prime, and hopefully one day we're going to see more of him on the tournament scene, I guess. He's going to be facing here against a very well-known Terran, this red Terran there, oGsHyperdub. The guy already been on the GSL, very solid, a consistent Terran player, and well, is very well known from the community. So I'm hoping for Boompa to be able to at least stand his ground against Hyperdub. I still haven't watched the game, but being Metalopolis, I actually enjoy matches here. They tend to be balanced, at least the map is fairly balanced. But from what I can see from Hyperdub, he's going for some really big aggression early on. Already 2 racks play, both of them on the natural expo, so 2 proxy racks for this opening. While on Boompa side, apparently he did the right thing, he went with the right decision by getting the extractor and spawning pool first. He didn't risk going for the fast hatch, and that might pay dividends later on, because facing this 2 racks push that apparently is incoming from Hyperdub, he needs to be aware, he needs to be able to defend, to at least contain the push that Hyperdub is going to try to attempt early on the match. Having the spawning pool might help him on that situation. I mean, if he went for that hatchery first, he would be in trouble on the first couple of minutes, and like this at least he's going to have some Zerglings roaming around. So let's see how good is his defense. For now, as you can see, Hyperdub finished his barracks, both of them already pumping Marines. Apparently he's waiting for the right number, the magic number, to push ahead. He's not streaming them straight into his opponent. Notice that here on Metalopolis with these spawning points, you're basically on the face of your opponent the whole entire game. It's really close rush distance, and this might benefit Hyperdub on an opening such as this one. I think that he's just thinking, ooh, he's just right there on my face, I'm gonna jump on him. And as you can see, the first Zerglings getting sent by Boompa, finding those Marines and SCVs and getting instantly pulled back, and Boompa took the chance. He's risking going for the hatchery, even having all these units pulling ahead, so I'm not sure exactly what he's planning. This is going to be very risky and troublesome for Boompa. Oh, there's the intention to get 2 bunkers there. That one, the Zerglings just jumped right on top of it, and the SCV had to wait a little longer, and Boompa actually able to pull some drones out of the ramp and down into the natural expo before they got caught into that double bunker block. And now apparently 2 bunkers getting built here, walling off Boompa inside his main base while shooting at that hatchery. Things don't look very good for Boompa at the moment. I mean, he just has 2 bunkers, both of them in range to keep shooting at that hatchery, and at the same time containing any movements incoming from his main base. So this spells trouble. Boompa even trying to apply some aggression and some pressure onto Hyperdub natural expo, that area where he has the 2 racks, but wasn't good enough, and he had to pull back, now forced to cancel the hatchery, and these 2 bunkers are just standing here walling off Boompa, and Boompa has to make a decision. He needs to do something about this, or this game is going to be over even before it starts. Boompa answering back with the spine crawler, starting to slowly poke at that bunker, but oh, this is bad. Look at all the SCVs repairing it. This is going to take ages to get killed. 3 SCVs trying to repair it, making sure that it's not going to go down. There's even more Marines outside to load the bunkers if required. And meanwhile, on Hyperdub's base, as you can see, he's already going for 3 racks play and establishing this command center on the natural expo. He actually has a very sturdy wall here. Look at the 3 racks and the command center just making a big wall on this natural expo, very hard to bust as you might imagine, and incoming submarines getting pulled back to finish off this aggression from Boompa, and Boompa getting forced to pull back once again. A lot of Zerglings coming down that ramp trying to poke at those two bunkers, but as you can see the SCVs keep repairing them, and there's no way he's gonna get these bunkers down. He was forced to get a second spine crawler, and now with 2 spine crawlers apparently he's gonna get his objective, make a breach onto this wall off, and he's gonna be able to stream his Zerglings all the way down this ramp and finish off the aggression. Nice move there, flanking that second bunker that is still established with a lot of SCVs surrounding it, and Boompa even deciding going for a second hatchery on his main base so he can keep the production high and just benefit from the cheap low tier 1 units that is able to produce currently, and I think he's just gonna try to make as much as possible so he can finish off this bunker of aggression that has been containing him for so long, and at the same time keep producing a lot of drones and a lot of units so he can establish really quickly his natural expo. There it is, second bunker was being salvaged, those 2 spine crawlers finished it, and now finally we have Hyperdub pulling back, withdrawing from that long assault. Notice that we're already over 8 minutes and Boompa was contained there, so nice move by Hyperdub, applying a lot of pressure early on the game and just making Boompa delay his game for so long that now he's going to be very far behind. Notice that the wall off here on the natural expo, like I already mentioned, is really solid, really sturdy. This is going to be hard to break in unless his opponent decides to fly over with some Mutalisk harass or something like that. But for now, Hyperdub just doing fine. He's been working out of 2 bases for a long time. Income wise, as you can see, Hyperdub is just slowly pulling ahead and getting more and more income. Notice that on the harvester count is 30 against 20, which is a lot, and at the same time he's getting factories with Tech Lab on his main base, so he's gonna transition into siege tanks. As you can see, siege tech and siege tanks already getting researched, or at least he's gonna reinforce his big bio army. Let's take a look at the unit composition for now. As you can see, 23 Marines against 19 Zerglings, and now we're gonna have some Banelings. Where is the Banelings nest? There it is, right on the side of that second hatchery that he did on his main base. So 3 hatcheries, 2 bases for Boompa. I wonder if this is gonna pay off. For now he's preparing some Banelings, but I mean he has a lot to blast here. This is not gonna be easy. He's just trying to get a big sturdy wall, and this is not gonna be simple to just break in here. I mean, if it was being made with supply depots or something like that, yeah, it would be fairly simple. 5 Banelings would do the job, but with this barracks, this spells trouble for Boompa. Let's see if he's able to manage a way of breaking in there. Maybe he can catch his opponent by surprise and just get him lifting one of the barracks and come in, but no chance whatsoever. This siege tank there with the siege tech is already established, and every time these Zerglings approach him, they're gonna be blasted away. Here coming, oh, the barracks lifting off and preparing a second wall right in front of this ramp, so at least there's an opening now for Boompa to access his opponent's natural expo if he decides so, but still there's so many units here. There's a big difference made there by Hyperdub, and as you can see on the army count, Hyperdub is so ahead. This is just the sign of all the time and the reflection, the result of all the time that Boompa got stuck inside his main base. So it was very nice, that containment by Hyperdub, and he's just reaping the dividends, just getting the profit from that move. And now Boompa, he is the one that has to come back from his slump, come back from the difficulties that he is currently. Income wise, as you can see, well, we have Hyperdub leading the way. He has more harvesters as well, so this will give him the benefit and the lead on the econ game. Build wise, let's take a look once again at Hyperdub's base, because from what I can see he's getting 2 armories, double armory. Whoa, he's gonna go for a lot of upgrades, or he's committing himself to a Thor play as well. I mean, I'm just wondering why you would even consider Thors for now. We have the Lair Tech getting ready here for Boompa, and meanwhile there's a small group of aliens advancing into the natural expo of Boompa, trying to roast some of those drones and Zerglings if they would able to catch any, but they didn't. And now pulling back once more. He is going for Thors. Interesting approach here by Hyperdub, so he might be planning ahead of something, or anticipating that his opponent might be considering some kind of Mutalisk harass. Not sure exactly exactly. Evo Chambers and Roach Warden now going down on the main base from Boompa, while Hyperdub prepares himself to advance and make a push. He has 2 upgrades, the weapons level 1 and the plating for vehicles level 1 as well. So I'm not sure if he is considering waiting until he have those upgrades and just make a timed push based on the fact that he will be able to catch those upgrades fairly soon. As you can see, still a long time to get the upgrade, but in like a couple of minutes he will be ready. And this Thor here in the middle is a bit awkward, but I mean, he's just probably just playing safe. He knows that he is way ahead, so he's just playing safe, make sure he's not gonna get surprised in any way. Still, he has plenty of Marines, so you would be able to fend off some Mutalisk harass, as long as it wouldn't be like a huge wing of Mutalisks. But incoming the push from Hyperdub, slowly making a slow crawl into his opponent's Natural Expo. Meanwhile here Boompa just stacking up Banelings and Zerglings. Also still the first Roaches are getting ready to come out, and the Nidus network. Whoa, this is something we don't see every day. The only Overlord that I see in proper position for him to surprise his opponent, as you can see, it's this one here on this corner. But incoming the offensive from Hyperdub, shooting down those Overlords. Will he be able to even supply lock his opponent? He might. It's fairly close, as you can see. And Boompa, I'm gonna take this bars, I'm sorry, there's a lot of Zerglings there streaming and running around, backed up by Banelings and now Roaches. But like I was saying, he might be able to supply lock his opponent, and from what I can see now, only this, there it is, that Overlord applying the pressure and gonna try to get a Nidus into the main base from Hyperdub. Incoming the push with all of the Zerglings, Banelings and Roaches trying to shoot down as many of these units as possible. The Marines trying to get pulled back, so some of them survived, and the Mech Force from Hyperdub pulling ahead into the Natural Expo from Boompa, blasting away those Roaches, and it doesn't seem like there's enough here from Boompa's army to withstand the aggression. There's a lot of mech units, a lot of Hellions, backed up by this Thor blasting away at the Roaches, and now more siege tanks incoming to back up and reinforce this push by Hyperdub, forcing Boompa to GG out of this match. As you guys seen on the picture-in-picture window, that attempt to get that surprise assault with the Nidus here on the back of the main base from Hyperdub was a fail, and Boompa had to GG, didn't have any solution. The forces from Hyperdub were all on top of him, and as you can see, he had more and more units streaming. He was fine on his economy, he was just streaming more and more units from this this combo that he made here, this big mech force backed up by some bio. That Thor, well, was an interesting choice there, but hey, it worked and actually helped out on this push, so I guess it was a valid option by Hyperdub. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this match. See you later, have fun.